Welcome to iReadit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Tuesday, November 21st, 2017. I am Michael Schwan.
And I'm Nathan Wood.
Please remember, everyone, you can help support our show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet. In addition, we do go live Monday through Thursday, although not this Thursday, at 6 p.m. Alaska time on Facebook and YouTube. And if you have a story that you would like us to talk about, please send it to our subreddit, which is our iRedditcast, or send it to us in an email, which is feedback.ireddit@gmail.com. Nathan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. It was a pretty good day.
Yeah? Not too bad?
Yeah, no, it was pretty great. I got to work over in DV today, so for at least the beginning half of the day, and the second half of the day, I got to sit there and read news articles.
Yeah.
There's this really nice gal who is getting her marriage commissioner, and she decided that she was bored and she saw me not doing anything, so she sat down in front of me and we had a nice conversation. Really cool. She was a dual citizen from fucking Denmark.
Cool.
And her husband, or soon-to-be husband, is from Norway, and the only way for them to get dual citizenship is for them to get married, so they were getting married here.
Right on.
Yeah.
I
thought it was really cool.
I personally feel like it's way too difficult to get citizenship in America.
Is it?
It's like a 12-year process.
Damn, I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. We also only accept like 3,000 a year.
I've had several non-citizens come to my window, so I guess I just never realized.
Yeah, it's really difficult to gain citizenship, which is really unfortunate. I really dislike that because of the nature of what America is supposed to be. So
yeah, it's supposed to be here for you guys. You're supposed to come in, you know?
Yeah, it bothers me.
It's supposed to be us.
Yeah. And, like, I don't even truly understand the logic behind the prevention of letting people be in the country. I don't know.
Overpopulation, maybe? I don't know.
No, not in America.
Yeah, absolutely not in America.
We have so much space, like
yeah, it's ridiculous.
If we had the people per capita that Japan had, I don't remember the exact number, but it's something that we'd be at like 100 billion people in America.
That's a lot. That's like China numbers.
Because we have so much space, literally like states that are just empty land, being used for nothing.
Alaska?
Yeah, Alaska, Montana, you know.
I forgot Montana was a state.
So I got something awesome in the mail today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm wearing it right now.
Oh, it's my sister's scarf that she made you.
It's 12 feet long.
Really?
It's the best. I can roll it up like a little pillow, and I can use it as a pillow. I can wrap it around my face like 9 times before it even starts to run out of length.
I'm sure my sister is going to be really happy to hear.
I'm so excited. It's nice and soft, but super warm. And
I use mine. I use my hat almost specifically downstairs because downstairs is freezing.
Like it's awesome. Like, and when I stand up, the little frills on the end that you're gonna see in a minute, the little frills that are on the end, are about 6 inches away from the floor.
So that's perfect height.
It's awesome.
That's really cool.
I'm gonna wear it to work tomorrow. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I bet they're gonna be real happy.
I'm gonna be so stoked.
You're gonna have a nice pillow to sleep on at your office.
It's gonna be awesome.
Better than that blanket, right? No, now you'll have a pillow for your blanket.
I'll have both.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. So excited.
Yeah.
Like, I picked it up and I was like, I think I know what this is. This is awesome. Although, interesting thing, by the way, just on a side note, is I do not understand how shipping works, okay? Because we in our D&D group now are playing 4th edition D&D, right?
Right.
And partially because resources are low, partially because we wanted them, we started getting all of the actual physical books, whereas Pathfinder, we were just rolling with all the stuff on the internet.
Right, because it's vast and it's great.
Yeah, and so we're picking up the books for 4th Ed, and we're like, we'll start ordering them off of eBay. Nobody wants for the 4th Ed books, so they're like $8 to $12 a piece, super cheap.
Yeah, that's real cheap.
Yeah, and most of them have like $3 shipping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, right fucking on. This scarf was over $10.
Oh.
And I'm like, what do they... Like, this does not weigh more than one of those books. Also, all folded up, it's not bigger than one of those books.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't understand. Like, there's so many...
Maybe it's based off of weight?
This couldn't weigh more than one of those books. Than a D&D book?
Maybe. It depends on the book. But, yeah, I don't know.
Like, what I'm realizing in life, in every aspect of life, is there are little small secrets about life that some people know that I don't. Like, people that will start a show and get 1,000 subscribers on one platform or another within like 3 months, and I'm like, what the fuck do you know that I don't? Or people that make money real quick, and I'm like, what do you know that I don't? And like, you know, even things like how to ship a book for $3 when something that is very similar costs more than $10. Like, literally, the packages were almost the same size.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
then I have no idea.
What do these people know that I don't?
I couldn't tell you. Zero clue.
I couldn't either. Shall we talk about some news though, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get this put in here, and yeah, here we go.
10.
Google collecting Android users' locations even when location services are disabled.
This is submitted by a dishonest fear to our Android.
A dishonest fear. Well, you know, there's something dishonest going on. If you turn off your location services, it's supposed to disable your GPS so that you are not able to be located by those type of things. But Android said it didn't care. Now, what it looks like is that they're using your phone to map where all of these cell towers are. So that's a little different than where you are, but the data doesn't seem completely clear. And after being contacted by Quartz Media, which are the news article this is from, Google said, oh, we're already looking into that and trying to figure out how to turn it off. So...
Now, is it just Android users or Samsung users? Should they be afraid?
This just says Android. So, I mean, Samsung uses Android.
Yeah. Well. Oh, well.
Yeah,
that's really bad. I'm kind of upset about this. I don't like how they're constantly collecting my data like that.
But also, like, what are you realistically going to do?
Yeah, like, I can't really do anything about that. I can maybe file a lawsuit, and even then, it's going to go nowhere.
It probably won't go anywhere because there's probably an arbitration clause in the terms of service when you activated your phone.
Yep. Most likely. Arbitration clause are fucking stupid.
Yep.
9.
A self-taught rocket scientist who believes the Earth is flat plans to ride his rocket over a California ghost town.
Oh, fuck. This is submitted by Binary Gamer to our space. Sounds like the plot of a really bad fucking movie.
This isn't even the first time he's done this. He built a different rocket that he climbed into and shot himself over somebody's private land that they said he could use, and then was bedridden for like a week because of the toll the G-forces took on his body from sitting in a rocket that went from 0 to 1,500 miles an hour in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, I don't understand how you can call yourself a scientist if you believe in the flat Earth.
I don't either. But, and also, like, the flat Earth part just seems weird because, like, the flat Earth is on the side of the rocket and he's a self-proclaimed flat Earther. But he's not shooting the rocket for the sake of proving the Earth is flat. It's more of just to prove that he can do it.
Yeah, and now he can go and test to see if the Earth is flat.
I guess. Well, that's the thing. After he successfully, hopefully, launches this rocket and doesn't die, he intends to run for governor of California.
All right, yeah, if you don't die, go for it, man.
If you don't die.
I have a real bad feeling that this rocket is going to turn in from a non-exploding rocket to the very exploding kind of rocket.
Well, also, it's a rocket. It's not a plane. It lands by just hitting the ground.
Yeah, like, at best, you have, like, a parachute that'll safely bring you to Earth.
Slow you down a bit, but yeah,
At worst, you fucking explode and then crash into the Earth.
Yep, but
Actually, I don't even know if that's that's a worst for most people. For me, I think that'd be the best.
He's going to fly over Amboy, California. He's going to travel about 1 mile at a speed of roughly 500 miles per hour.
That's, you know...
Good luck, guy.
Absolutely. Good luck. You should be done in, like, what, 5 seconds or something crazy like that.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, best of luck to you, sir. You'll need it.
Whatever happens, happens. Good luck.
8.
8 women say Charlie Rose sexually harassed them with nudity, groping, and lewd calls.
It was submitted by Epistemify to our television.
I'm going to take the chalk, and I'm going to go over to that Me Too wall and go... Another one.
Yep. Who's Charlie Rose?
Charlie Rose is a longtime host of Charlie Rose, which was a program on PBS, as well as a show called CBS This Morning.
Oh.
Both of which have fired...
And a contributing correspondent for 60 Minutes. Okay.
Yep, and both of which have fired him. Well, he's fired from CBS, and PBS said they're no longer going to air any of his old shows anymore, because a whole bunch of women came forward and said he's a terrible person.
Like, sexually, like, harassing them and whatnot?
Like, would call their personal phones and say lewd things over the phone, would show up in front of them naked, would grope them, both...
Oh, he did the Louis C.K.
Both up front and down low, in the front and the back.
That sounds really bad. For a split second, you made me visualize him going, up top, down low.
No, Nathan, don't. No, that's bad. And in response, his entire response is like, "Oh, I'm sorry I made you feel bad. I thought everything, like all of my advances, I thought there was something, between us every time." And one of them was like, "You stuck your hands down my pants and fondled my genitals while I was crying and begging you to stop." How does that in any way portray...
There's no mutual there.
Yeah, portray that I have any interest in anything you're doing.
Yeah, that's awful.
Your sister's in the chat room now, and I'm gonna hug this awesome scarf some more.
Okay.
Because it's great and wonderful. You'll have to...
A lot of my family shows up in the chat room. If you guys ever want to talk to my mom or my sister, feel free.
You'll have to scroll back in the show sometime, Sarah. I gushed all over the scarf already because it's wonderful and great.
Now it's all wet.
It's a perfect length. It's amazing. So, yeah, Charlie Rose, you're 75 years old, and, well, just fall into obscurity for whatever life you have remaining.
Yeah, shrivel out and, pass.
7.
I love having my cat here. It's the greatest.
Yeah, it makes everything better.
Oh, it makes it bearable.
Fox News host Jeanine? Jeanine?
Yeah, Jeanine.
Jeanine Pirro?
Yeah.
Jeanine Pirro gets ticket for speeding at 119 miles per hour.
This is submitted by Sci-Fi X High to our news.
That's a fucking ticket.
Yeah, that's a little bit over the speed limit.
It's not even her first one. And I'm not saying first speeding ticket, first excessive speeding ticket.
What was the speed limit?
65.
Okay, so that's
it is reckless endangerment.
That's like 6 below being double the amount.
Yeah. 11 below.
Oh, it's close.
11
I'm
below.
bad at that.
So, yeah. She is not denying it. She's like, yeah, I like to drive real fast, including driving 51 miles per hour and a 25. That time she was double. She got a ticket for going 98 on a highway in Winchester County, where the speed limit was 55. She likes to drive
You can't even
real fast.
you can't even play that off. You can't even be like, yo, I didn't realize I was going 119.
She did say that, though.
How do you even fucking... You can't argue with that. Like,
what she said is that she had been driving for hours to visit her ailing 89-year-old mother and didn't realize how fast she was truly going.
Nah, that's not a viable answer.
But also went on to say, I believe in the rule of law and I will pay the consequences.
You damn right you're going to fucking pay the consequences.
So she's like, I didn't realize I was going that fast. I knew I was going fast, but I didn't realize I was going that fast. I'm sorry. I'll pay the ticket or whatever I need to do.
You're absolutely right. I'm glad that she's owning up to it.
How does she still have a license?
I That's also a good question. They should probably have been revoking, at least marking it down like crazy.
Because, like,
like there should be so many points off of that thing.
Well, it's over, and maybe the rules have changed. I don't know, but over 35 miles per hour above the speed limit is considered reckless endangerment at that point. Isn't that a felony?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know, actually.
I don't know either. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's going real fast.
6,
Billionaire buys Times Square's billboards calling for Donald Trump's impeachment.
Oh, submitted by Jerry Guon to 1:30 to Our Politics.
Tom Steyer, whose name means nothing to me, but apparently he is a billionaire, has purchased all of Times Square's billboards and put up signs calling for the impeachment of Donald Trump. Over 3 million people have signed it already. If you would like to join that, you can go to the website needtoimpeach.com, and he is pledging to put forward a total of $20 million on billboards and TV ads asking for people to sign the petition to have Donald Trump removed from office.
That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. I'm all for your freedom of speech, and this is great.
Yeah, I'm sure the billboard people are super excited too. They don't give a shit.
Dude, I hope so.
There's
absolutely.
Like, yeah, give us that money. Times Square money.
Dude, it has to be fucking expensive to even think about putting something over there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it costs a ton. But I guess if you have tons of money.
7,
Wait, I went the wrong direction. Completely. I even pasted the last story into this one and everything. All right.
5,
A new study has found that 20% of cancer patients experience PTSD following diagnosis.
Whoa, that was submitted by Extreme Ownership to Our Science. That's a fucking lot. That's a fifth.
Yeah, that's 1 in 5. And basically what it is that it is such a traumatic experience to be told that you are diagnosed with cancer and knowing the pain that you are going to go through, the pain that the people you love are going to go through, and the struggle of the treatment that you are going to have to go through, that it has a drastic effect on the mind. And the bigger problem is that because of like victim blaming, essentially, they feel even more hindered by the fact that they can't complain about it. Because it would be a, oh, poor me situation, when really they need to be able to, 1, to be able to do that, and 2, to be able to see a mental health person regarding the what they're going through.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah.
We treat sick people horrendously.
We do. We really do.
It makes me, what other kind of illnesses can trigger PTSD?
I don't know.
That aren't just cancer. I bet like HIV and AIDS definitely cause PTSD.
Probably.
Can you imagine having like HIV and getting a paper cut and looking down and thinking my blood is poison?
I could think that. I don't want to, though.
Exactly. That'd be probably one of the most scariest fucking things that would ever happen.
Yeah, I'm not down for that.
Let alone parasites. God knows, I have fucking a small PTSD for bugs because I had lice as a kid.
Sure.
4,
Ex-Fox News employee says she was blocked from investigating Trump-Russia ties.
It was submitted by Ka57 to Our Politics.
This is an interesting article. So this is somebody who used to work for Fox News, that when the first thing about Donald Trump and Russia was going around, they wanted to take a trip to Russia to do further in-depth investigation reporting on the matter, and Fox News said no. Basically that they weren't interested in the story and that they weren't going to pay for that reporter's travel. They offered the reporter offered to pay for it themselves, and they were still denied.
I feel like that's pretty fucking telling right there, man. Fox News is nothing but butts.
Well,
and not good butts.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it right off the bat, because part of it is like a bit like news is a business, like realistically, and they want ratings. They want what will get them the most number of views from their demographic. They want the ratings from the people that watch them already, and taking that stance wouldn't be an interesting thing for them. It would go against the people that watch Fox News. Not to say it isn't relevant, but that's how mainstream media works now, is that you build a base and you feed that base.
Sure, but she was just investigating the Trump-Russia ties. They could totally have put their own fucking spin on that, made it their own thing.
Probably. So it's an interesting situation, but at the same time, there's very little information about it right now. I mean, so I don't know.
I don't know, but I think it's absolute bullshit. I feel like journalism being constricted like that is fucked up.
Well, I mean, it's the journalists themselves that are restricting themselves, because, I mean, she could have went anyway. She just wouldn't have had a platform from Fox when she got back.
Right. I guess it's with that kind of thing with the journalists, it's the safety of having a job.
Sure. Considering they're really hard to get.
Yeah, especially if you're a fucking journalist. Everyone, has a moment where they're like, I want to write the news.
Yeah.
3.
Interstellar object confirmed to be from another solar system.
Oh, shit, boys. Submitted by Tinker Thinker 55 to Our World News. We got our fucking aliens right here.
Not only is it from another solar system, but it seems to be a very deep red color and appears to be able to harbor the foundations of life.
Whoa. No way.
Now, not like life is on it.
Right, but it has the ability to hold life if need be.
More like it has organic material on it, which could turn into life. But it does appear that it came from a long away solar system, and it appears that we're going to be having several more of these things in the near future.
That's fucking awesome. We know which area it's from, right?
No. I mean, we know what direction it came from.
That's... Oh, man. I hope more start coming from that area. However, at the same time, I really hope that there's not some kind of like weird alien bacteria that interacts really well with our solar system.
You're thinking of that movie called, what is it, Live?
Life.
Life, yeah.
And it is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I believe it. Yep. It's gonna be awful when something like that.
That is like shit all in my pants.
Yep.
Terrifying.
I believe it.
2.
Pope Francis denounces climate change deniers.
This is submitted by Crap on a Poop Stick to Our World News. Fucking good on you, Pope. Jesus. Goddamn. This close to making me Catholic, man.
Like, yeah, right? I'm
if
like,
God
man.
was real, man, you would... Man, Catholicism.
Best Pope ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so he has denounced those who deny global warming and urged negotiators at climate talks in Germany to avoid falling prey to such perverse attitudes and to accelerate efforts to curb greenhouse gas emissions.
Good, because, like, everyone needs to realize that shit's real. Very fucking real. And if you don't acknowledge it, you're the fucking problem.
And you have to acknowledge it now, not when it's already a problem. Like, it's a...
Yeah, we can't sweep in, like, last minute and save our fucking planet. Like, that's not gonna happen, America.
Not without some awesome science, but that awesome science hasn't happened yet, so...
And it's not going to. Well, okay, so I guess if we're pressed, we're gonna sit there and fucking science the shit out of it and try and do something, but I feel like it's not gonna work. I feel like this is too much pressure for us. We absolutely need to get the fucking head on it right now.
Yeah, no, I agree.
1.
FCC announces plan to repeal net neutrality.
This was submitted by I Am Slim Shady to our news.
The real Slim Shady?
The real Slim Shady.
Interesting.
Here, I'll stand up.
Awesome. All right. Let's talk about net neutrality. The Federal Communications Commission has announced their plans, and their plan
that they're going to be fucking buttholes.
Basically, they're just going to completely kill net neutrality entirely. Not even roll back some things, roll back all of it. And to quickly summarize why this is a problem, 1, it is currently a 3 Republican, 2 Democrat split on the FCC, and they have always voted along those lines. There's never been a break, and there is not expected to be one when it comes to this vote that is going to be happening in exactly 3 weeks.
That's some fucked shit.
Which will repeal everything that has happened so far. And the reason this is bad... So, Nathan's been harping on EA and friggin' Battlefront 2. And the reason being is that they charge you for the game, and then they charge you for all of these pieces in the game that you don't get already. Imagine having to pay your internet that way. So imagine paying like a $20 connection fee to even have connection to the internet. And now they're going to charge you $15 to access any form of social media with a premium for Facebook. They're going to charge you a streaming fee, $15 a month, with an additional premium tacked on if you want to be able to watch Netflix. Imagine just straight up not being able to access part of the internet on particular websites, particular networks. Like we'll use the Fox News example. We'll say that Comcast doesn't like Fox News for one reason or another, so they just if you have Comcast internet, you cannot get to Fox News, flat out, period, no matter what, because they have blocked access to all of Fox News' network. Those things cannot happen today because of the protections that are in place by net neutrality. They can happen if those things are withdrawn, repealed, however you want to describe it. And that's the problem, is that you no longer have any ability at all in any regard to do anything about it. Because it's in place right now, and when it's not, they can even remove your ability to access the things that would allow you to fight back from it. It stifles competition because they can block access to competitors' websites. They can deny them access to the already assembled infrastructure that they have put in place. So if you wanted to start an internet business, you would no longer be able to because Comcast would not let you, because they don't have to let you. On top of that, the main argument that Ajit Pai, the chairman of the FCC, has said is that if the providers do such a thing, then the market will sort itself out because people will go somewhere else. Whoever,
pie, more like a shit pie.
Well, most of us don't have another option. My only option here is GCI. Nathan's only option is GCI. Most people only have one option, two at best, and those two options are normally like Comcast or AT&T, which are basically on the same side because they both want to fuck you in the ass. So, what it means is that come in 3 weeks, and the years after that, assuming that vote does go the way that is expected to, the internet could become a very different place because you might not even be able to watch this show anymore. You might not be able to listen to this show. You might not be allowed to download a podcast. You might not be able to access iTunes. You might not be able to access the Google Play Store if Google didn't pay whatever fee that Comcast wants to charge them for allowing connection to the Google Play Store. Now, in addition, Hulu, who is partially owned by Comcast, may get a great deal. You're always given connection to Hulu, but because Netflix is competition, if you're on Comcast, you might not be able to access Netflix at all, which is what is potential and would be completely legal if those protections are removed.
They are ready to fuck you as hard as they can in literally every orifice, mostly your Ethernet port.
Now, if this does go through, the FCC no longer has any control over internet. It would be passed over to the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. The chairman of the Federal Trade Commission already said that it is looking at everything it can do to protect consumers, but do not rely on them because their reach, their power is rather limited. The people that do have the ability to respond to this is Congress. So call your congressman. I know that it sucks. I know you don't want to, but overwhelming...
Shit, we should call them right now.
Oh, I unfortunately can't make phone calls through Skype.
Oh, damn.
But, yeah, call them. If you don't know who they are or how to contact them, there's two places you can go. You can go to battleforthenet.com, and that is, they will just type in your phone number, they will find your congressman, and then they will give you a script of basically what's important and what you should try and say if you're comfortable saying it. Otherwise, you can go to callyourcongress.com, and that will also, you need your address this time, and that will also provide you your congressman's information. Call them and tell them that you don't want this and you're tired of seeing people be bought off by companies that don't give a shit about the people they're exploiting.
Yeah, because fuck are they exploiting people. They're literally exploiting everyone in America.
Yeah. So... we'll see what happens come December 10th. We pretty much already know what's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. Who knows? Shit's weird. Donald Trump's the president, so...
Yeah, I think that they're going to fucking revoke net neutrality. But if it's going along with anything that's happening this year, they're not, because it's going to be a big surprise. I really doubt that they're going to take, they're going to not follow through with this.
Yeah. So, be aware of that, because it's gonna, if it happens, you will see changes in the future. The near future. Probably in the next year. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me! Nathan, what'd you care about in the last 24 hours?
This thing on our gaming. At one point, EA fired the original creator of Plants vs. Zombies because he refused to make his game a pay-to-win game.
EA is like the literal fucking devil.
No. How dare you assume the devil is this evil?
Fair. I will accept that argument.
Satanism is a very nice religion. It's very relaxed with cool people in it, all right?
Did you see the comment about there was a friggin' post on Twitter about how friggin' all of the religions are going to Satan because of the sexual abuse of children, and the official, like, the Church of Satan itself responded like, no, we have 11 rules, and one of them is that you don't touch kids. Like, one of our...
Absolutely.
We have...
Absolutely is one of those rules.
We have 11...
I don't want to pull those up.
Yeah, we have 11 very clear rules. One of them says you don't fuck children.
There's... The churchofsatan.com has 2 spots. They have the 9 satanic rules and the 11 satanic rules of the earth.
It's probably the 11 one then, because they definitely said 11.
Mm-hmm. Number 1, do not give opinions or advice unless you are asked.
Okay.
Number 2, do not tell your troubles to others unless you are sure they want to hear them.
Okay.
Number 3, when in another's lair, show him respect, or else do not go there.
Okay, these are all good so far.
Number 4, if a guest in your lair annoys you, treat him cruelly and without mercy.
Okay.
Number 5, do not make sexual advances unless you are given the mating signal.
Oh, okay.
Number 6, do not take that which does not belong to you unless it is a burden to the other person and he cries out to be relieved.
Okay.
7, acknowledge the power of magic if you have employed it successfully to obtain your desires. If you deny the power of magic after having called upon it with success, you will lose all you have obtained.
Okay.
Number 8, do not complain about anything to which you need not subject yourself.
Fair enough.
Number 9, do not harm little children.
Yep.
Number 10, do not kill non-human animals unless you are attacked or for your food.
Okay.
And number 11, when walking in open territory, bother no one. If someone bothers you, ask him to stop. If he does not stop, destroy him.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like most of those are pretty damn understandable and pretty clear cut.
Oh, man. I fucking absolutely love this. The 9 satanic sins. Number 1, stupidity.
Okay.
Number 2, pretentiousness.
All right.
Number 3, solipsism.
I don't know what that is.
Projecting your reactions, responses, and sensibilities onto someone who is probably far less attuned than you are.
Sure, okay.
Self-deceit is number 4. Number 5 is herd conformity. Number 6 is lack of perspective. Number 7 is forgetfulness of past orthodoxies. Number 8 is counterproductive pride. And number 9 is the lack of aesthetics.
You better fucking look nice.
Motherfucking aesthetics.
Nice.
That's my goddamn aesthetic.
It's pretty sad when friggin', there's pastors and bishops and stuff who are literally the worst in the eyes of Satan.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're bad by my standards. GTFO.
Yeah, absolutely. You're fucking awful. I'm surprised that you can even try and defend those people.
You can't. You legitimately can't. There isn't a defense. Okay, in any case, the thing that I cared about in the last 24 hours is some minor announcements, really. A quick reminder that we will not have a show on Thursday. It is going to be Thanksgiving, so we will not be here. Addition, we will have 2 guests next week, one on Monday and one on Wednesday. One is going to be involving part of the Me Too / all this fucking sex abuse shit going around. They are a former leader of a sect, I'm going to call them, of the Jehovah's Witness, and they asked if they could come and talk about the problems that Jehovah's Witness has in response to what we talked about yesterday. And they used to be a leader of the Jehovah's Witness and then quit in regards to a child rape case. And then they're like, I don't want to be with you people anymore.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I really want to... I can't wait for Monday now.
And then
Which is weird because it's a Monday.
Yeah, right. And then Wednesday we will have a gentleman on that is going to be speaking about a app that they want to try and get people on board with, which is about informal voting of political issues, because they feel that the majority of people are very disconnected from political issues.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is understandable, which is why we're bringing...
Prior to the show, I knew absolutely nothing about politics.
And now you know more than you ever wanted to.
Absolutely.
So, look forward to those. Otherwise, though, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, everybody. Yeah, it's been a great time. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to support us, please consider doing so on Patreon, patreon.com/dailyinternet. Also, you can take the show with you, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or you can follow and share us on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All of those are at iReaditCast. I'm Sean Michael on social media. Nathan is at Bimmenstein. That is your 387th dose of the internet, everybody. I am Michael Schwan.
And I'm Nathan Wood.
And please remember, everybody,
Don't get eliminated!
You liar.
Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.